morning and welcome back to Grow Joyfully Homestead. This is Monday, July 24th. Tomorrow is our 42nd anniversary, and I just wanted to take you through a quick Monday morning garden tour in the main garden. Things are getting more and more lush, starting to sprinkle. Looks like it really wants to storm, which is amazing here. During July, August, and September, we rarely get rain. So, just a quick update on what's going on here. I just picked some beans. I need to tie these up more. They have not been very prolific. They're very green and pretty, but as far as producing a lot of beans, not so much. The strawberry tower is looking pretty good. I have to hand water all these because, as you know, my watering system is not good. So it takes a lot of going around and checking and making sure everybody's getting enough water, which this poor little guy isn't. So take him off, and I just watered those. We've got some beautiful basil in this planter. It smells wonderful. I have had such a good year for basil. It's amazing. I'm very happy about that. Just to smell it when you touch it. Here's some parsley I've already harvested twice. As you know, I've harvested a lot of beautiful chamomile. Because I have so many herbs this year, I just bought an herb holder that it's really great big round thing that you can put herbs in to dry, and it'll keep all the dust and bugs and things off of it, which is fabulous. I'm going to ask my husband if he'll put up a hook for me to hook it up to, and I'll hang it from the garden shed roof, and then that way I can have some control over what's going on with my herbs. Here's some cilantro going to seed, and it's going to grow some coriander seed. Cilantro is the young leaf plant. Coriander seed is the end of the plant's life when it grows seed to be available for growing the plant next year. So that's exciting. Here's a beautiful zinnia. They're finally growing. And I've got some parsley here. I just weed-eated. I have this main garden only partially weed-eated. It just drives me crazy. But there it is. And we've got some lavender in here. Oh, it smells so good. This is borage. Some carrots growing. That's a cute little thing. I'm not even sure what that is. Starting to rain gently. That's okay. I love it. It's so wonderful to have a little bit cooler weather at this time of year because it just gets so hot and unmerciful. Here's some beautiful nasturtiums. I see 2 squash bugs that need to leave the area, if you know what I mean. And oh, there's a beautiful pickling cucumber there. 2 days ago, I made a batch of quick pickles, and that's just pretty much the same as a regular pickle recipe, but you keep it in the refrigerator, and you can eat it after 24 hours. And it's just like eating a fresh cucumber, but pickled. So nice. I highly recommend you look up a recipe for that and try it yourself. Here's some more chamomile. Loving all the chamomile that I'm growing this year. The zucchini. Well, there's a little one. Well, I've got a zucchini. What do you know? They have not been growing very well this year at all. They never do in this bed, so I'm going to go out in the pasture garden and check those plants, see how they're doing. Not getting a whole lot of of anything right now, but that's okay. I use them as they come along, and there will come a time where I'm wishing they weren't coming along so robustly. Here's a dill head. Isn't that beautiful? A bunch of these things are going to seed, these dill plants, and that's so good in pickles. I still have a couple of broccoli plants. These cucumbers are doing pretty well. I almost lost this beautiful tower while I was gone camping and visiting my family because the sprinkler wasn't getting it. So now I've moved the sprinkler back. It's watering it really well. I think I lost most of the things that were down in the bottom of it, but I've watered it really well, and we'll just take what we get. Meanwhile, I'll break off all the dried, ugly leaves. Right here, it's growing much more healthily. And look at these. Look at those, aren't those beautiful? They must be 7 feet tall, something like that. And here's some more. Oh, they're so beautiful. I mean, look at the backdrop of that cloudy sky. Makes for a beautiful picture. I still haven't pulled out these excuse me, broccoli plants. Things just get away from you sometimes. I really need to just pull this out so the cabbage can grow. I'm working on the railroad tie garden where we were growing just tons of peas. Just have to show you how crazy the grapes are right now. There's going to be a lot of them. Amazing year. I'm halfway done weed eating this garden. I only have one little battery for my electric weed eater, so I have to wait till it recharges. It's a bit of a pain, but it is what it is, because I can't really lift the big old heavy battery ones or the gas-powered weed eaters. It's too much for me. Here's a Monday morning look. Right down this row of tomatoes in the main garden. I'm standing back farther and farther every week because they're just getting so tall. Although, I am getting a little concerned about some of their leaves. So I don't know, I think I might come out here, and I'm trying to leave them for shade for the current tomatoes that are on them so they don't get sun scald. But we'll have to see. This is a triple crop and it has set some beautiful fruit. And what else have we got here? Pink brandywine, which are one of my favorites. Has this thing even set fruit? 1, 2, 3, 4. They're not very big. Now Jess from Roots and Refuge Farm says she loves to grow brandywines because her grandfather did. But in the humid south, it's difficult because of the humidity to keep them healthy. But right now, it looks like I'm having some trouble with them too. Here's a pink ox heart. It has set some gorgeous fruit down here, but not much up higher, and it is struggling. Well, we'll just have to deal with it. Got some green beans down here I need to pick. My main goal today was to work on the railroad tie garden where the peas were and get it all cleaned up and ready for a fall garden planting. So I'll have to kind of forget what I'm doing here and just try to behave myself and get over there and get it done. But I love walking through the garden in the morning. This is gold medal, big round yellow slicer, delicious. These are ground cherries. Oh, these are green beans. right here. Look at these, they're ready to go. And I do believe these look flat and different, but I thought they were Blue Lake. Anyway, those are green beans. This guy has not even set fruit. Or this one. Come on, guys, get with it. This is the end of July. This is a hillbilly. And this is a pineapple tomato, my favorite. It's a good thing I plant. Oh my gosh. Okay, first of all, the subarctic plenty are starting to ripen. That's beautiful and nice. It's an incredibly huge truss full of tomatoes. But look at this. That's an Abe Lincoln. Good boy. Looks like there's only one on there. Okay. Now I have fertilized these. I try to take very good care of them. Tomatoes are my thing. So I'm a little bit disappointed so far as quantity. And these guys have left me speechless all summer. They're not growing very tall. And no fruit on this one. Or this one, at least from back here. This one is a volunteer. Looks like a grape type tomato right now. Can't even tell. Here's some basil. Do you see how my basil is just doing so well this year? I have him tucked away all over the garden. This one is a chocolate stripes tomato. It has a few. This one is a delicious tomato. Not one fruit, but let me tell you something. It has been hot. I have bought a little bit of shade cloth that I tried out in the pasture garden. And I think I'm going to try it on here because I am not impressed by the lack of fruit on these things. Now here's some flowers. But a lot of my flowers have fallen off this year. We can do this. Here is a beautiful bed full of all sorts of things. Carrots, cilantro, alyssum, sweet peas, zinnias. It's just fun. So my disgusting, weedy pea garden has now been pulled up, rototilled, weed-eated. There was a volunteer tomato, so I just kept it over there in that little square bed. And I'm going to be putting down weed fabric here. It just got to be so bad. Thistles, you name it, it was terrible. And this is where I will put the fall garden. I'm going to put cabbage, peas, carrots. What else? I can't even remember what else. Here's some tomatoes. I just had so many extra plants this year that I threw them in pots. This one does not have a label, and we call them mystery tomatoes. Its growing habit is reminding me either of a pink oxheart and a Russian or something like that. So if it gets fruit, I'll know what it is as soon as I can tell what it is. As soon as it gives me some fruit. Isn't that a cute one? That's a zinnia. Here's another one. I prefer the dwarf zinnias to the giant ones because the giant ones just get too crazy and kind of out of control for my liking. Still got all of this to weed eat. Here's the potatoes that are growing in this pot. I just found a whole bunch of seed potato. Oh, that's another thing I was going to put in the railroad tie garden with some potatoes. So it's not overly overwhelming and stupendous, but it's growing. I'm grateful for what I'm getting. I'm enjoying having the hummingbirds in here. There's some beautiful nasturtiums. And I am taking it as it comes. I'm really enjoying the cloud cover and the cooler temperatures for now. I was so worried about the heat that this morning I woke up at 5:15 and just stayed up. I couldn't even go outside for about another almost an hour because it wasn't even light yet, but I still got up and started working on some things in the kitchen. Look at that cutie. It's a zinnia. And trying to stay busy. My daughter, husband, and I, we really worked hard on cleaning up the kitchen yesterday. Our oldest son and his wife and kids moved out yesterday to their own beautiful new house about 20 minutes from here. We're happy for them. We're going to miss them. It's too quiet, but it is what it is. So I hope that you all have a very lovely day, that you grow your garden with happiness and intention, that you enjoy the small victories and come to terms with the little failures, and that you just take great happiness in all the little gifts from God that we get every day. I hope you have a lovely day. I hope you have a productive day, and I hope you remember to grow joyfully. We'll see you next time.